What's going on, guys? It's your boy Adrizzy here, back again with another tabletop. This time we have the match you guys have been waiting for. This is the Shining Legends ETB, but instead Hao and Goku are going to be battling it out. Now let's take a listen in to see.
So, what are these?
This is your burn marker, poison.
Okay, and what's a Jix?
GX.
Okay. And are these sensu beans?
No, these are actually dice. Sensu beans are later in the format.
Okay, so who goes first?
Well, I cut your deck. You need to draw 7 cards and find a basic.
So as you can see, Goku is barely learning, but we're gonna be patient with him as he is taking his first step into becoming a Pokemon master. He's going to draw 7 cards as Hao has informed him to do. See, I believe he put down a Pikachu as a basic. Now Hao is going to be drawing 7 cards. You guys know the drill. If he does have a basic, yep, which he does, he's going to set out 4 prize cards. This is a pre-release format, so we're only playing for 4 prize cards as opposed to the usual 6. Let us know who you think is going to win. Pause this video. Team Goku or Team Hao in the comments below. So I think they're ready to start. We have a Pikachu against an Yveltal. Now Hao won the coin flip. Who he's going to attach? He does have a DCE. He can strafe for 30 and you switch Yveltal with another Pokemon on your bench. Obviously he cannot attack first turn. But that Pikachu is hitting for weakness, so it's going to be interesting. We see a Great Ball. You look at the top 7 cards of your deck, and you get to put a Pokemon from those 7 cards, if you have one, and put it into your hand. Now, Hao is just looking, making the right choice. I do see a Hoopa, Yveltal, and a Zorua. So he decides to go for the Zorua. I know he does play one Zoroark GX, so he might try to get that out early. Allow him to trade, use that ability. You discard a card, and you're able to draw 2 more cards. So it's awesome draw power. Now, I believe this is a straight dark deck that Hao is playing, while Goku is playing a lightning with dark, I believe. We're going to have to take a look, but I believe that's what it is. We see Sophocles go down. You have to discard 2 cards, but in turn, you get to draw 4 cards. So it's a powerful draw support, especially in this pre-release format, and Hao decides to go pass. Goku draws for turn, and we do see that Hoopa that prevents EXs and GXs from attacking it. We do see the energy go down onto Pikachu. He is going to be able to use the first attack. Oh, we're going to see a turn 1 Lily. So he gets to draw until he has 8 cards in his hand. What a play. So we do see a... Is that another Hoopa? Yep, another Hoopa goes down onto the bench. So he's expecting that Zoroark GX to come out early. And he does not want to get hit by it because Hao can strafe into the Zoroark GX if he's able to get it out and start attacking with it. But Hoopa's ability will prevent that. Now, Goku can use Iron Tail here, so it does 20 until you flip a coin until you get tails. That's 1. Okay, so only 1, and that does 20 damage for each heads. You only got 1, but you are hitting for weakness, so there's 40 damage done onto that Yveltal. Hao draws for turn. He does draw an energy retrieval. He has a couple energies in his hand. I see okay, so we're gonna attach the dark energy onto the active Yveltal. So now it's hitting Oblivion Wing, which allows you to bring up a dark energy from your discard onto one of your bench Pokemon. Now is that Pokemon Breeder? Yep. Oh, but okay, so Hao decides to go with Damage Mover. So you move 3 damage counters from your active Pokemon to one of your benched Pokemon, and we see a Pokemon Breeder, so you get to heal 20. Now he was gonna heal 20 from the Zora, but the card states that it has to be from active, so he healed the 1 damage counter on Yveltal, and Zora stayed with 3. But you do get to draw 2 cards, so that's more draw support that Hao is getting with these supporters. And he's gonna Oblivion Wing for the knockout. Pikachu is out. That was probably its biggest threat. And he takes 1 prize. So right now, Hao is winning 3 prizes while Goku still has 4 remaining. He does have that Ultra Ball though. Ultra Ball is great, seeing how it allows you to grab any Pokemon from your deck so long as you discard 2 cards. So we do see a switch leaving. He's debating on those two energies he has in his hand. He does have a damage mover as well. Okay, so he decides on the energy. What is he gonna grab? Now the Pikachu did get knocked out. He probably would have gone for that Raichu GX that's in his deck. Excuse me. But since Pikachu's knocked out, he won't be able to evolve this turn. Yeah, there we see it in the deck. He actually has two that Johnny pulled from his ETB. We see him going for the Raikou. Goku is actually really smart. He recognizes that weakness that he's able to hit for, so he might start powering up that Raikou, knowing that he still has Hoopa to rely on with that ability that blocks GX attacks. So with how it picked up the camera, let's have a listen in.
Ready for 3?
Electro ball knockout. Oh, thank you. I got shot there.
One more catcher.
Had a great and every reason. I needed to get grass.
And then pass.
Ouch! Goku just passed his turn. How draws for turn. Draws a Hoopa, so that's his first Hoopa. He's getting prepared for that Raichu GX just in case it comes out. We do see a second Zora come out. Played on the bench. Maybe Hao is just trying to thin out his deck. What does he have? He doesn't have any supporters. I see a Leopard, a Super Scoop Up, some energy. So he's just, weighing out his options. What does he need to do? Oh, Pokemon Catcher. Let's see if he can flip heads. If he can. Alright, he gets to bring up a Pokemon. He brings up the Raikou. So he's going to bring up the Raikou. And he might hit it for 90 with that Oblivion Wing. Unless he wants to strafe. We'll see what he does here. Checking his hand. And yep. So we're going to see the 90. And we're going to bring a Dark Energy. Which he doesn't have any Dark Energy in his discard. So he cannot attach to his bench. But that's fine. He put a lot of pressure on that Raikou. Okay, so we do see the damage mover. He removes 3. Puts it onto Hoopa. And we see a Lily. So he drew more until he had 5 cards in his hand. We see another Raikou go down. Wow, another damage mover. So this might be a good play. He's spreading out the damage, making sure he can't get hit with a with a knockout basically. But I believe that puts him at 90 HP left on that active Raikou, and Yveltal can just knock it out with Oblivion Wing. So here we see damage for 60. He has his own attack that does 30, and you attach a lightning energy from your discard onto one of your bench Pokemon. Now we see that second energy go down on Hoopa. Hao is about to play a card. He just doesn't know what exactly he's going to play. Does he knock out this Raikou? Goku does have a second Raikou that's getting powered up. So we see a strafe for only 30. So now that Raikou is at 60, and he brings up the Zora. So he is probably leaving the Zora to get knocked out. That's an interesting play. So we see Goku play the Ultra Ball. Now let's see what it is exactly that he's trying to do here.
He's doing JSA, but I don't think he signed up for any event.
I haven't turned it with the sign up sheet. Just in general. I mean, is it so possible for me to turn it into sign up for events? Okay, I'm gonna do that.
So we did see that Pikachu come out with that Ultra Ball. Now he is going to debate on whether or not attacking with this Raikou, I believe. Now he can only do Roaring Thunder for 30 since he doesn't have that third energy. Oh, he did have that DCE in hand, so he was debating whether or not to attach it to the active Raikou, knocking it out. But the smart play was just to put it onto one of the bench Pokemon, because that active Raikou is going to get knocked out next turn if the Zora goes away. So we're checking the discard now. We see a Fire Energy. That's interesting. I wonder what Pokemon that's for. And we do see the Roaring Thunder adds 30 to the Zora, and we attach a Lightning Energy onto one of our bench Pokemon. Now, Hao draws that Dark Energy from his hand. Does he attach and retreat? Or does he just power up one of his bench Pokemon? It looks like he's going to power up that Hoopa. Yep, that Hoopa's going to be hitting for 80 with its punch. And a Super Scoop Up. Does he get it? He sure does. Flipped heads. He's going to pick up that Yveltal and place it right back down. I believe. It allows him to remove all the energy, so now it's not a one-hit KO, it's not a liability. And we see a switch. Wow, okay, so Hao has all the cards he needs to be making plays. He still has DC in hand that he can't attach, obviously, because he already attached a Hoopa, and he attacks for the knockout. He does want to leave that Yveltal in the bench. Maybe he wants to preserve it for something else. Goku brings up the Raikou, and we see the Raichu GX evolve right away. So now Raichu might be ready to attack. Okay, no, we just see a Roaring Thunder with the Raikou. It does 30, and we do see a lot of energy on that Raichu, so it is able to attack if Goku can find a way to retreat this Raikou. Now we see a Dark Energy come onto the Benzora, and a Purloin comes down. Now, I know he might have that Leopard that he's been holding. Yep, he sure has that Leopard in his hand, so he's probably going to look to evolve it next turn. Let's see. I see a Dark Energy, the Leopard, so we do see 80 onto the Raikou, putting a pretty good amount of pressure, forcing Goku to do something quick because it's getting a little one-sided.
Who's winning?
Well, 80, right? So it leaves me at 50. Booming Thunder for 30. What?
It's gonna keep this.
So we saw another Roaring Thunder from Goku, attaching more energy onto this Raichu GX. Hao did pull the energy retrieval from the top deck, evolves Leopard now, attaches a Dark Energy. Now Leopard has that Torment attack that allows you to choose an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, and he or she can't use that move during their next turn. It's pretty neat. We do see Hoopa use its attack for the knockout, and now Goku actually brings up the damage Hoopa, which is interesting. It has 60 damage on it already.
Pass.
Ouch. So we saw that Goku just passed Super Scoop Up from the top deck. Hao drew. Now we have a DCE. What's he going to attach it to? Just checking the discard. There's no energies on there. This might be game because he's going to hit for 80, knocking it out. He's drawing. He plays Hao. Hao plays Hao. Draws 2 more cards. And he's just, checking his hand. But I believe it's game. He's able to knock it out. Goku probably shouldn't have, brought up the damage Hoopa like that. But 80, taking the game. Takes the final prize. It was a Dark Energy. Now we see why Goku had that Fire Energy. It was for the Shining Rayquaza. Interesting.
So that's from Generations?
Goku, it is your first time playing. What do you think about the game?
It's the Lele.
It was good, it was good. I gotta get more dynamics in it. Is there any way I can train for this? I just want to train. I want to fight the best. I want to fight the strongest one.
You're playing me,
I have
Hao.
a feeling you're not the strongest one.
I am so good. I am so good. They made my own card. So you are fighting the best in this format.
What is this? Is this like a mascot? I see this guy everywhere.
It is, and that he's not really good. He's like the Krillin of Pure World.
So I have to save him.
Yes.
I will save them. Save them all.
Hao took the W. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tabletop.
Hey, you guys know that little blonde kid?
1 like is 1 more energy for Goku to train and get better at this game because clearly he's not ready for Hao. Goku, do you have any words?
What? When did you attach them? That turn.
Where did he go? That was crazy. I think he's raging.